There's three big fees when selling on Amazon FBA. The first is the Amazon referral fee, and this is a flat percentage just to sell on the Amazon platform, and it will depend on the price of your product. For example, if your product costs $27.99, you'd pay a referral fee of $4.20 for every unit you sell. The second is the Amazon FBA pick and pack fee, and this is what you pay every time Amazon picks, packs, and ships your product from its warehouse to your customer's door. This depends on the size and weight of your product. And starting in 2026, the cost of your product will also impact how much this fee will be. This is typically going to cost you anywhere from around $3 per unit all the way up to $6 or $7 per unit. And later in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to calculate your cost, as well as some ways to save a lot of money on it. The third is the Amazon storage fee, and this is what you pay to store your inventory in Amazon's warehouse. There's also some other smaller Amazon FBA fees that no one talks about, including some brand new ones that Amazon's quietly been rolling out. And I'm going to show you how to save money on all these different fees using a few hacks I've learned in the last 10 years of selling on Amazon, as well as show you in depth how much each one is going to cost you so that you're prepared to sell on Amazon. My name is Travis Marziani. I've been a full-time e-commerce entrepreneur for over 10 years. I've done over $10 million in online sales, and I've helped literally hundreds, if not thousands of people create and sell products on Amazon. And in this video, I'm gonna break down all the different Amazon fees and actually show you what my real fees with Amazon FBA have been, so you can get an idea of how much selling on Amazon is going to cost you. So smash that like button, because I'm going to be sharing everything with you in this video, including how to save money on all these fees. And what I usually tell people is assume that you're going to spend 33% of your margin on your product cost. 33% on Amazon FBA fees, and 33% is your profit. For example, with this product, I did over $2 million in sales. Now that is revenue, it's not profit. Let's break down some of the fees. The first fee I had to pay was the Amazon referral fee, and that was $295,000. On top of that, $255,000 went to the Amazon pick and pack fees. Another $39,000 went to other Amazon fees, including storage fees and some other things we'll go into later in this video. I also spent around $545,000 purchasing the products that I sold on Amazon, and another $50,000 on just other random business expenses. And in total, selling this one product on Amazon, I did over $650,000 in profit over these last couple of years. Now let's break down all these different fees and show you exactly how much it's going to cost you to sell on Amazon, as well as I'm going to show you a bunch of hacks on how you can save money on all these different fees. The first small fee that you're going to have to pay if you want to sell on Amazon is the Amazon account fee. And there are two different options, and one of these options is free. And before I share that first fee, I do want to let you know that I am offering free calls with my team. And in this video right now, I'm going to talk about all the different fees that you can expect when selling on Amazon. But if you want an in-depth analysis on how to avoid those fees, I recommend clicking the link down below, applying for the free call. And if you qualify, you're going to get to talk to someone on my team completely for free, no catch. And on that call, we will talk about how you can work with us to fast track your results on Amazon. We have a coaching program that we want to see if you're a good fit for. And if you are, we can tell you more information about it on the call. But click that link down below, put in your information, and we'll see if you're a good fit for the call. And as far as the first fee when selling on Amazon, the Amazon seller fee, there is the individual selling plan and there is the professional selling plan. The individual selling plan is free, but every time you sell an item on Amazon, you pay a fee of 99 cents. The professional selling plan costs $39.99 a month, and you can sell unlimited products. You also get access to promotions, reports, and a ton of other benefits. I'd recommend starting with the individual selling plan if you're planning on selling less than 40 items a month. But once you get serious about your Amazon business, it's worth it to upgrade to the professional plan. The next fee is the Amazon referral fee, and it's a flat 15% fee just to sell on the Amazon platform. And whether you're using Amazon FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon, where Amazon fulfills the products for you, or you're using FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant, which is where you ship the products to your customer once you get a sale. Either way, you're gonna have to pay this 15% fee, because this is what gives you access to Amazon's 170 million plus Prime customers. Now, a lot of people think 15% is too high, but Amazon spent billions of dollars building trust and driving customers to their platform. If you had to do that yourself with your own website, you'd spend way more than 15% on that marketing. So in my opinion, they've earned that fee. But here's the hack to get that referral fee down to just 5%. It's called the Brand Referral Bonus Program. You sign up, create a special link, and anytime you send a customer to your Amazon store through that link, Amazon lowers your referral fee from 15% down to 5% of that sale. That's a massive savings, especially if you're driving any outside traffic to your Amazon listing. Now, the next fee is the Amazon FBA pick and pack fee. This fee covers the shipping and handling of your product from the Amazon warehouse to your customer. Now, you don't need to pay this fee. You can ship it yourself, but then you're gonna have to take your own time to ship products and pay for your own shipping. And that's usually not only more expensive, but takes a lot more of your time. On top of that, when you sell with FBA, you get a Prime eligible badge, meaning that customers can get the product in 2 days or less. And when you have that, you're gonna get way more sales. So I always recommend that you sell using Amazon FBA over doing it yourself. Amazon also ranks you higher in the search results if you're Prime eligible, and people are just more likely to buy your product. When I switched my own products from seller fulfilled using FBM to FBA, the sales increased by 4 to 5 times. It's a huge increase in sales. And the pick and pack fee covers everything: postage, handling, all the warehouse labor. Now, this fee depends on the size and weight of your product. And in 2026, Amazon also started factoring in the price. So if your item is listed under $10, between $10 and $50, or over $50, you're gonna pay a slightly different rate. Products priced over $50 actually got hit with a bigger increase. And there's two main size tiers: small standard and large standard. Each one has specific dimensions and weight limits, and you can see those here. But the heavier and bigger your product, the more you're going to pay. On top of that, apparel products are going to cost around 30 to 40 cents more per item, and dangerous goods have a different structure as well. But 98% of sellers will fall into either small standard or large standard. Now, for an example of how much you would actually pay, this product, Cocktail Cards, weighs over 1 pound and we pay $5 per unit. A really simple way to figure out your costs is to use the free Amazon FBA calculator. And I'll put a link down below to the calculator. And to use this calculator, you're gonna find a product that's a similar size to yours. You'll then put in your item price, click calculate, and it will tell you your referral fee, your fulfillment costs, and even your monthly storage per unit. The Amazon storage fee is one a lot of people forget about. Amazon charges you every month that you have inventory in their warehouse. From January to September, they charge you 78 cents per cubic foot per month. From October to December, they charge $2.40 per cubic foot because that's peak holiday season and everyone wants warehouse space. Now, the good news is for most small to medium-sized products, storage fees are pretty cheap. We're talking pennies per unit per month. But it adds up fast if your product is bulky or if you're storing a lot of inventory for a long time. Now, here's where it gets serious. Amazon has something called the aged inventory surcharge. This used to be called the long-term storage fee, and it used to only kick in after 365 days, but Amazon changed this and made it way more aggressive. Now they start charging you extra after just 181 days. That's about 6 months. And the penalties go up in tiers. At 181 to 270 days, they charge around 50 cents per cubic foot on top of your regular storage fees. At 271 to 365 days, it jumps to $1.50 per cubic foot per month. And beyond 365 days, it goes even higher. Now, keep in mind, this only applies if your products aren't selling. If you send in 100 units, sell through them within a few months, the clock resets when the new stock comes in. The surcharge only hits items that are sitting there collecting dust. One hack to avoid it is to watch your levels closely. If you see products aren't moving and you're getting close to that 6-month mark, ask Amazon to send them back. Even if you're just gonna repackage everything and send it right back in, this could save you money. But ideally, the best way to avoid it is to figure out exactly how much stock you should send into Amazon. And I go into depth about that and a bunch of other secrets in my free Amazon FBA course that I'll put a link to down below. It's a completely free YouTube video. If you're just starting on Amazon, I highly recommend checking it out. These next few fees are the ones that catch people completely off guard, and one of them changed everything in 2026. The first fee is the return fee. If your customer decides within 30 days to return the product, you have to pay a fee that covers return shipping and processing. If the product is in good condition, Amazon can put it back into your inventory, or you can have them dispose of it for around 50 cents per unit. Now, Amazon restructured how they charge return fees recently. They use a threshold-based system. For most categories, they only charge the return processing fee when your return rate goes above a certain threshold. So if you have a low return rate, you might not have to pay this at all. But apparel and shoes get charged on every single return with no threshold. And if your product ships fewer than 25 units a month, you're exempt entirely. But I want to pause here for a second because there's a big mistake most beginner sellers overlook. A lot of sellers think that because they have an LLC, they're protected. And yeah, your LLC does separate your personal assets from your business assets, which is great, but here's the thing. Your LLC does not protect your business if a customer claims your product injured them, or if you get hit with some kind of liability claim. And look, I know insurance is not the most exciting topic, but this stuff happens more than you think. That's where ErgoNext comes in. It is specifically built for small business owners. You go to their website, answer a few questions, and you can get a free quote in less than 7 minutes. No phone calls, no dealing with an agent. It's all online. Plans start at $29 a month, which is honestly nothing when you think about what you're protecting. And one thing that's actually super useful as an Amazon seller is that you can generate a certificate of insurance instantly from their app. A lot of 3PLs and suppliers are going to ask you for that. So go check them out and get your free quote. The link is in the description down below. Now here's a fee that had a huge change in 2026, the prepping fee. Every product you send into Amazon needs an FNSKU barcode on it. In the past, you could pay Amazon 30 cents per unit to label everything for you. And they used to offer services like polybagging. But as of January 1st, 2026, Amazon permanently ended all FBA prep and labeling services in the United States. No more labeling, no more polybagging, no more prep work of any kind. Every single unit you send in has to arrive fully prepped and labeled. If it doesn't, they can reject your shipment and send it back at your cost. So now you have two options. Have your manufacturer handle the FNSKU labels and prepping, which is what I recommend, or use a third-party prep service. If you're using custom packaging, just print the barcode right on the box and boom, that's the cheapest and easiest solution. Now here's a fee that a lot of people don't know about because it's relatively new, the low inventory level fee. Amazon now charges you if your inventory drops too low. If both your 30 and 90-day supply fall below 28 days worth of stock, Amazon charges you anywhere from 32 cents to 90 cents per unit. Think about that. They charge you if you have too much inventory with the aged inventory surcharge, and they charge you if you don't have enough with the low inventory level fee. You have to find that sweet spot. The sweet spot is keeping between 1 and 6 months of inventory in Amazon's warehouse at all times. In 2026, Amazon made grocery products and slower moving items exempt, but for most sellers, this is something you need to watch. Another fee that catches sellers by surprise is the inbound placement service fee. When you send inventory to Amazon, you can either split your shipment costs across multiple warehouses yourself or send everything to one location and let Amazon distribute it. If Amazon distributes it, they charge you a fee. The hack is to ship to 5 or more locations yourself, and you don't pay this fee at all. Now, the biggest way to lower your fees across the board is to make your packaging smaller. The size and weight directly impact every FBA charge you pay. Even shaving a fraction of an inch off your packaging could drop you into a lower size tier and save you $1 or more per unit. When you're moving thousands of units, that adds up fast. If you're selling a lower priced item, Amazon has something called the low price FBA fees. This replaced the old small and light program. If your item is priced under $10, it automatically qualifies. You don't have to enroll or do anything. Amazon just gives you the lower rate that comes out to a discount of around 86 cents per unit. If you're selling thousands of units a month, that's hundreds if not thousands of dollars in savings. One thing to know is that the old small and light program covered items up to $12. The new low price program only covers items under $10. So if you're priced between $10 and $12, you actually lost that discount. You also need to make sure that Amazon has the correct dimensions of your product in their system. Sometimes they put you in a higher tier than you're supposed to be. You want to catch this as soon as possible and contact them. Sometimes they'll even reimburse you for the overcharges. And to be honest, there's a lot more ways to save money with Amazon FBA fees. And this is something that we can talk about in the free coaching call that you can get by clicking the link down below. When you click on the link down below, you can apply for a completely free call. There's no catch, there's nothing like that. And on that call, we will see if you're a good fit for our accelerator program. And in this program, we hold people's hands and we show them step by step how to sell on Amazon. And in this program, we talk about how to avoid a lot of different fees. A lot of times people will come to me and they'll start selling on Amazon and they'll spend thousands of dollars on fees that they could have avoided if they just would have come and talked to me before that. And that's part of the reason why I'm doing these free calls. So click on the link down below, apply for the free call, and not everyone that applies will get a free call with my team, but if you do, I recommend getting on that call. I also have a completely free Amazon FBA course that you can get by clicking right here. It's a YouTube video, so click on that video. I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.